Good afternoon, Fay. We're here on behalf of the campaign to repeal the Act, and we're standing in front of the Royal Society building, who are very pro-global warming. And I'd like to ask you a few questions. What is the campaign to repeal the Act?
Here we are in London, outside the Royal Society. We are the campaign to repeal the Climate Change Act. We know that scepticism among the public on global warming is growing. In fact, last year a Gallup poll indicated that 43% of the public do not see global warming as a threat to them and their family. A more recent poll of 1,000 indicated that 75% do not think that the global warming theory poses a threat. Perhaps this is due to the 3 Arctic big freeze winters that we have suffered, and the ClimateGate and IPCC hide the decline temperature scandal. There are many very costly policies linked to the Climate Change Act, which aim to cut our CO2 emissions by 80% by 2050. The cost is escalating. A recent MP report stated that decarbonisation of the economy will cost up to £1 trillion. Already hard-pressed families are suffering from fuel price hikes and soaring energy bills. This year alone, another £200 will be added in green stealth taxes to pay for expensive wind farms and nuclear power. Fuel poverty now stands at 5.5 million, and with the introduction of the carbon floor price, another 1.4 million will be added to this total. We also know that last winter the temperature in some parts of the UK fell to -23. There were 30,000 excess winter deaths due to fuel poverty. The Climate Change Act is literally killing people with these green taxes. And we also know that the government's flagship policy, the Green Deal, just won't work. Reports indicate that for every 1 green job created, 3 jobs will be lost in the real economy due to carbon leakage, the export of jobs to countries without carbon dioxide taxes. We have already seen 1,500 jobs at Tata Steel be lost, and over 600,000 jobs are at risk in the chemical industry. A report by E3G tells us that if you spend £15,000 insulating your home to reduce your energy bills, you will not be better off. You will reduce your energy consumption by 35%, but due to the cost of increasing energy, even with a 0% loan, you would be £2,770 worse off after 25 years. Quite rightly, the public will reject the Green Deal. Stop the Green Investment Bank and save £3 billion of taxpayers' money being wasted on more useless wind farms and the Green Deal. In fact, the Financial Times reported last year that the renewable energy sector was the worst investment, being 39th out of 39 industrial investments, losing 52.3% of their value last year. Renewables are the worst investment possible and not a good investment for our 3 billion. Save our landscapes for future generations. Stop wind farms and the renewable obligations, which rob the poor and feed rich landowners. Expensive and intermittent wind farms need 90% backup by coal and gas power stations. We are paying twice for our energy. In the US, climate politics is a dead project, and yet the EU is still clinging to carbon reduction measures, and even making them stricter than they are at the moment. As a result, we are now left alone with the political costs of carbon reduction. We are ignoring international reality. The rest of the world will not reduce their carbon dioxide emissions or introduce a CO2 tax. We are just putting Britain at an economic disadvantage. The green stealth taxes are already adding 15 to 20% to our energy bills. On average, we spend £608 on gas and £424 on electricity. Public anger is increasing. Centrica did a survey which showed that 75% of the British public does not think reducing carbon emissions is important, and they are unwilling to spend another £100 on their energy bills to do so. Clearly, there is a need for our campaign to repeal the Climate Change Act. We aim to give a voice to the 75% of the British public who do not feel we are facing climate catastrophe, and that decarbonisation of the British economy is not necessary. This policy is madness. Let's stop the wind farms, stop the pylons, stop CO2 decarbonisation taxes, and repeal the Climate Change Act. Visit our website, repealtheact.co.uk, and sign our petition. Write to your MP and support us. Thank you.